What's up, everybody? Mogown Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as we like to call it. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Great to see everybody already in chat. I hope there's other people watching that aren't in chat. And if you aren't in chat, why not? Yeah, you're watching. Yeah, anybody that's not in chat, introduce yourself. Pop in, say hi. We always like to meet new people. So yeah, looks like we're off to a good start. Right on. Stevie B, what's up, girl? Mr. Lee, what's up? Danny Staten, how's it going? Hey, Michael Haywood. Richie Evans, what's up, buddy? I didn't see you. The hell are you? Oh shit. Burned out forehead blisters may pop on screen. Warning, peeps. No blisters, but there is a lot of sun. Like, I didn't get enough sun on the boat the other day. I had to go out all day on a dock and try to crab and fish and avoid the sun, but there's no shade on a dock. Mr. Hand, how are you? Kaiju, what's up, man? Tina G, how's it going? I think I said hi to Eyes. I know I said hi. I typed hi to somebody. A bunch of people. Yeah. So yeah, guys, if you're new, you're watching, you're like, hey, what's this? Because there's 20 people watching and all 20 of you are not in chat. So if you're new, welcome. What I do is I post the link in chat and anybody can come on and talk about whatever, we don't do politics. We try to stay away from religion to an extent, but yeah, we talk anything basically. Hopefully about cryptids and Bigfoot and shit like that, because that's what we're all kind of into. So got a story to tell. Join us. Yeah, it's simple though. You click on the link, follow the directions, just turn off YouTube if you're on your cell phone. Just like, you got to turn off YouTube. Some people can't figure it out how to get back and turn YouTube off and keep StreamYard going. But if you do follow the directions, click on, when you're on and you don't want to be on camera, you can click on stop camera at the bottom of the screen. You don't have to be on camera. I know it's intimidating, but it's not that bad. NAC, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Hi to the missus. Isn't it though? I could swim in it. I'll take a bath in it later. Put my fish aerator in there. It'll be like a jacuzzi. Yvette, how are you? Welcome. So yeah, the other day I told you, like Steve and I went fishing. We were out at Winsome Lake. We said fuck it, and we rented a boat. This is Stevie. Me trying to drive and tell the same time. Spoiler alert, not wearing a bandana. That's a goof. We had fun. It was yeah, pontoon party barge. And the funniest shit was we were sitting right here in this spot. And check this out. This is just cool. It's like cypress trees, and there's gators somewhere in there, I'm sure. And we're sitting there. We have the radio playing, and I forget who does the song. It's a country song called Motorboatin'. Not that motorboating, fools. It's out on a pontoon, and it was just appropriate. It was funny. We were rocking out to that. We'd cranked it up. But I can't. Yeah, that has a volume, but I had to mute it. I don't know if you guys heard I think it muted it. We had the radio going, so I couldn't play the volume on that. Or the soundtrack or whatever. You know what, dude? It wasn't terrible. It's like it was spur of the moment. It was like, should we? Shouldn't we? It was like, And then I said, fuck it. It was $250 for 8 hours. I know it's a lot, but I haven't seen Stevie in a while, so I figured, what the fuck. Hey, Pammy, what's going on? Good to see you. Brian and Chewy, what's up? Georgia County line is that's Florida. I don't know. Georgia County line, is that who it does? Yeah, sounds familiar. Pammy, sister of Mergs, hello. So, Mr. Lee, unfortunately, you sent me your video and I wanted to show it here, but you sent it with a link. So that both times you sent it, it's when you click on it, it's a link to your page. So if I'm going to do that, I don't know how to even start to figure that one out to get it on here with the link. So if you guys haven't seen Mr. Lee's latest premiere, I know you've got 222 video views. Fantastic. That's fucking awesome, dude. Because you did an amazing job. Put the link in chat, and I encourage everybody. I don't care if you click it on now and go check it out, come back, whatever. But Mr. Lee, put your link in chat. And don't tell anybody your secrets, because I saw some of the comments. Hey man, how did you do that? Just do it. Grasshopper, what's up? Aida Bustamante, good to see you. Put car door close. What else? I think I have some other videos from the other day. Let's see. Hopefully I don't click the same video twice. That would suck. Live and learn. Let's see. It sucks. This program doesn't put like the pictures at the bottom. I mean, at the top. You have to go all the way to the bottom for the most recent videos and shit on my computer. What up, Nut? Yeah, this was a day of not catching shit.
You should be casting, like, put it out. If you can reach the weeds, keep right by the edge of the weeds.
I'm always teaching. She's tired of me telling her what to do. Yeah, something tells me it's going to be a long one. This was pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. It's like a big floating mat of roots and foliage, and those birds,
Foliage.
all the birds, they just walk right along top of it, picking away.
Yeah, this was the dead river we were on. It's a waterway between Lake Eustis and Harris Lake.
Yeah, this is called the Dead River.
I'm repeating myself.
This is off of, sorry about the spinning around. Under that bridge over there, you go through there and you're into Lake Eustis here in Florida. But it's a gorgeous day. It's gonna be hot. Or it is hot already. But it's gonna be about 91. There's Stevie B.
Kaiju, I wouldn't be surprised. That place is so jungle.
We're gonna take a ride upriver. We're gonna go up that way here in a minute. Just cruise.
It's at least, it's funny because when I do these, I always narrate for some reason because I know I'm going to eventually send it to you. I just forgot what I said, so that's why I was repeating myself. Yeah, so that was a little bit of what we did. Let me put. That's not it. I talked about putting the link in chat. I just haven't done it yet. Actually, I have to copy the link. There we go. All right. Anybody want to pop on? The link's in chat. Let me get rid of these things backstage and make room. What the hell is that? Everything's. I've got everything focused on the right of my computer because that's where chat is, and I don't want to like look all over the place when I'm, doing the show. So I put the camera right over chat now, but everything's shifted, so I'm like in a weird position I can't do the mouse pad with my left hand. Bizarre. All right. I'm just taking these off so I have room for guests to show up if they decide to show up. Hint, hint. So, Stevie, you said you wanted to hang out this weekend again, but you didn't say where. Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Never mind. Stevie might score some tickets to Universal Studios. I've never been there. She has. I'm looking forward to that. However, I'm hurting. Yesterday I was at the state park and tide was going out, so a lot more land was exposed. So when I stepped on it, my feet went out on me. Just slipped. Looked like I slipped on ice and fell on my ass. Twice. Didn't learn the first time. But the problem is I think I fell on my knife. I have a knife. It's actually, hold on. No, I'm not taking off my pants. Relax. Gotta take my knife off. Yeah, I fell on that. And I think I bruised my hip. No, I didn't break it. It's just bruised. No sense in putting the belt back on. See, Jamie's he's got the pants are optional. That goes back, Jamie. Hey, Gary, how are you? So yeah, I was fine, but I was fine when I woke up, little stiff. I mean, I started feeling stiff last night, so I took a hot shower, soaked as much as you can soak in a shower. Yeah, and then this morning I wasn't bad, and then just afternoon because I was standing like for like 8 hours, or I was on a dock for about 6 hours, 5 hours, 5.5. And by the time it was time to leave, I left like 6 o'clock. I was stiff. Now I'm limping. Like when I get out of this chair, I think I'm gonna turn it around and use it as a walker because I hurt. But I live. Just getting old, I guess. It's inevitable. But anybody who takes a fall feels it. Unless you're below 50, and then it's no. So yeah, once again, I will put the link in chat. And where the hell is shift? That's it. Link is in chat, so anybody wants to join me. Still trying to get Richie to commit to going to the Bigfoot conference here in Florida. It's in what 3 weeks, almost, little over 3 weeks. Should be fun. I'll rest when I'm dead. No, I do. I gotta chill one of these days. How you doing, Jen? I hope you're doing well. I know, excuse me, I pick up my walker Saturday. I'm laughing, but she's serious, I'm sure. No, dude, I'd never get out of it. I'd bring it to the dock, it's being attached to a hand truck and just a strap around it. So I just lug it wherever I go. And if Jay's here, he's going, ooh, why didn't I think of that? Pammy, you couldn't put that in chat. Kim and I are going to a wolf preserve by Delaware Water Gap, April 13th. Can't believe it. Right on. Can't believe it's been a year already. You know what? See, we took my dad to they took me for my birthday for my 50th birthday, so 5 years ago. My sisters and my dad to a wolf preserve in Arizona, and that's a good way to honor him. April 13th already is a year since my dad passed. I can't believe, and she just said, she goes, I can't believe it's been a year already. But that's a good way to spend the day, is at a wolf preserve, because he loved it. He had a great time. Right on, Pammy. Enjoy. I'm jealous. Yeah, I have pictures somewhere. I think I even posted them at one point. When they were from the preserve, I actually belly rubbed a wolf. And then the one wolf, she didn't want anything to do with me. She just stayed away. Then there was a gray wolf. It was cool. And what was really cool is it was all by donation. You make the reservation, and then you go, and whatever you can donate, you donate. And the house that it's in, well, the house that's on the property has a history. Um, I believe, I don't, I might be wrong, but I think it was Geronimo um, had hid out in that house briefly, and I'm trying to remember the history of it, but I'll look it up and not now, but it was a cool trip. Anyway, Kelly Maltby, how are you? What do we got? 45, right on. I have a wheelchair you can borrow, Mugs. I'll limp. Thanks, Stevie. Love you. So I got on. I always do like a little screen test before I get on. I just turn the camera on, make sure the mic's working and everything, and then I click on the StreamYard. But I hopped on and I was wearing a white t-shirt. this this color against white was like, holy shit. I had to take a picture. I sent it to Stevie, and she was like, you got to change your shirt. You got to put dark clothes on. I'm like, I'm always in dark clothes. I'm not going to wear a white t-shirt on this show. I wear a white bandana and you guys get blinded. Oh, you're going to camp. Right on. Are you going to Worthington? Worthington. I hope you're going to Worthington State Forest. Worthington State Forest, Pammy, myself, my sister Kim, Kim's boyfriend at the time, Bill, now ex-husband, and my dad. We all went camping up in Worthington State Forest. It's right at near the Delaware Water Gap on the Jersey side, in Pennsylvania is across the river. And that's where my dad, Pammy, and myself, we went for a hike. And that's where I had my outer body experience. We went for the hike, and I know I've told it, but I'll tell it again. I started it. We hike up this mountain. We're going to go up to this lake that's on top of the mountain. And I guess there's a runoff, a stream that comes off the lake that we were going to go to, and it's coming down the mountain. But it's running right next to the trail that we're hiking up. So at one point, we got to a point on the trail where the water is coming over this rock, and it's this long, maybe 30-foot long rock face that's about 45-degree angle, and I'm 13, and it looks like a water slide. Yeah. Nothing good can come of this, but I was going to go halfway up it and just hop on and shoot down and be done with it. No. I got to the halfway mark. I was like, it's not that high. I go up to the top. I sit on this rock and zoom. I don't know if I was sliding or falling. But yeah, when I hit in this little pool of water at the bottom of this rock. And I hit, like I sat on my ankles because I went down feet first. I sat down on my heels, I should say. Like if you stood up against the wall and just slid down and sat on your heels, that's how I landed. That's where my body landed. The only way I can describe it is like getting thrown over the handlebars of a bike where, the bike stays still and you keep going. Well, my body stayed still, but my spirit kept going. Because for 2 seconds, I was on my hands and knees 10 feet away, whatever it was, looking at myself in that squatted position. And it was like 1,000, 2, 1,000. Next thing I know, I'm back in myself, but everything's in slow motion. I can see my dad running towards me, and he yells my name, and he's got a camera, but everything that he's doing is in slow motion. And then all of a sudden, I come back to myself, and I realized, oh, you screwed up. um, my dad was going to carry me out of the woods, and I wouldn't have it. And I walked out of the woods, limped, hobbled, and laid on a picnic table. Pammy, she's in chat. She sat with me at the picnic table and made sure I didn't fall asleep. My dad took a hike back to the ranger's office. They called an ambulance. They came and they took me to Honesdale, Pennsylvania, to the hospital there. They had they said I broke my back, my arm, both legs. So they had me all like, but then by the time I left the hospital there, it was just 2 broken legs, according to them. When all was said and done, my dad had to transport me down to Jersey, to our local hospital down there. And when it was all said and done, I had a broken ankle, cuts, I was banged up. But yeah, that's when I had that out-of-body experience. That was bizarre. And I think that was like my first ever paranormal or something to those lines. That weird shit. All right. Enough of my babble. Let's hear yours. Link is in chat. Anybody who wants to use it. You know what? I don't know. It's. I'm thinking. I always said it was an outer body experience, and then I started thinking about near-death experiences. Did my subconscious or my soul or whatever you want to call it realize the situation and think, "Fuck, I'm out of here. This isn't going to end well," or like think I was going to die and leaped. It's kind of weird. I know it sounds weird, but I don't know. Definitely good for you. Not going to read it, but huh. Sorry, guys, I'm just catching up. I'd love if somebody join me tonight. Mogs, that shit real, man? What, that story I just told you? Of course it is. If Pammy is still in chat, she'll confirm it. Pammy was there when we had that, the night my mom died, and we had that experience. Yeah, she's seen a lot. She has her own shit go on. Yeah, we have weird stuff that happens, but it all means something. Like, it's all, usually we understand it a little bit, like where it's coming from, or we just say, okay, that was mom. And it's weird. My dad's been gone a year almost, and I haven't had a situation, I don't think, where I've been like, huh, that was my dad, I don't know. It's weird. We got 60 people watching and nobody wants to hop on. This is what you get, guys. Me. No, I can think of worse fates. Have to listen to me all night. I'd say Stevie hop on, but Stevie's at work. She doesn't. This is the first time she said since I started this, that this is the first time that she had to work on one of my shows. Yvette says, that wasn't it. Becoming truly aware is true consciousness, karma. It's personal, mate. Other people can't relate. I don't know if that was to me. I don't know, dude. I don't know if I'd call it an astral projection, because I think an astral projection is more, anybody that can do that is controlling it, and they're aware that they're doing this, that act. That's their intention when they, this was just, I don't know. It was a, I can't describe it. Like I said, it's like my body stopped and my spirit tumbled out of me, my soul, and looked at myself. It was like, my thought was, what the fuck? But it was so quick. Yeah, I was 13, and growing up, I hated needles. I hated getting shots. Like, doctors had to chase me around tables and shit to give me a shot. Now needles don't bother me, but 13, I looked down because the first thing I saw was my knee was all cut open. And I'll admit it, I started crying at 13 because I thought I was going to have to get stitches. The rest was like, didn't give a shit about. I was worried about getting stitches. What up, Mike?
What's going on, man?
How you been?
Finally bought my laptop when you're complaining about people coming up, so I decided I might as well.
Complaining?
Well, whatever you want to call it. Begging, complaining, what? I mean, pick your poison on that one.
Begging?
Trying to get people to come up.
Yeah, I know.
Audio with these new phones, like I got the new Note 20 and the S22 Ultras. StreamYard's audio doesn't work with them.
Really?
Yep, because these don't have headphones jack, so I can't just plug headphones in and put them in. I got to go Bluetooth, and the audio on here doesn't like Bluetooth.
I think Mike, Mike
got-
of Long Island Bigfoot, I think he
Yep.
just got one of those phones and used it for audio. He
Yep.
said the audio quality was really fucking good.
It is when you get it to work, but because the mic and the headpiece are the same thing, when you're in the settings on here trying to set them up as both, it makes one quit. So if you can hear me, I can't hear a damn thing you're saying in my earbud. And then I sat there and messed with it one night, and I finally got it to take, but it's something, boy. Trying to get a phone to work, or else I would have came up with you the other night when you were live. But on my phone, it's just a fight, and it's not worth, You come up and be like, "Oh, I can't hear you, but you can hear me." Well, technical difficulties, and I got to leave and go through settings and come back. And
so what's going on up in the Dakotas?
Snowstorms,
Yeah,
normal.
still.
Yeah. We got we're in a winter weather advisory till 4 a.m. now, and then we got snow like 3 out of 5 days next week, with one of them being a blizzard. So,
damn.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's 10 or 15 below zero right now.
That's weird, man. Just these weather patterns have been.
Oh no, I was way off. It's 11 below. All right.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
I feel bad for having a sunburn.
Yeah. I can go outside right now and get that same look in a few minutes and just be windburn.
Yeah, and frostbite.
Yeah. You get that same nice peachy feeling, though. Hey, Mr. Lee, thank you so much.
Said the Samsung 23 modes.
Yeah, and I have that one too, the S23 Ultra or the S22 Ultra, whatever it's called. Well,
what?
Where the F are you? Is he what?
Yeah, that's what I'm.
He at it again.
Mr. Hugh, what's up? Oh.
Same guy. That's still Danny.
I'm trying to do things left-handed because otherwise I got to reach around my mic. Yeah,
Your Mike might enjoy it.
Just muted myself.
Yep. Dang Yetis.
Telling you. Tina G just said, "I will not complain at 60
When
here.
it's 60 degrees here again. Yeah.
Excuse me?
I haven't seen 60 in a long time. I bet you we got good.
You've been closer to 60 below than 60 above.
Yeah. Yeah, we got probably 4.5, 5 feet of snow on the ground still.
Oh wow.
Yep. Yeah, when you drive around town from them blading it up on the sides, it's like you're driving in boxes. You just got walls on each side. You can't.
That's got to be weird.
Yeah, you can't see around corners or nothing.
No, that's got to be weird.
Yeah. You can keep it, Jeff. The speaker squeaker. What?
Jeff, what's up? Pylon Only Research. Oh, here we go.
Snowstorm warning, 6 a.m. tomorrow through tomorrow night. Yep. That's probably the one that's on me right now that I've had all day.
Yeah, where's shit? He's up Minnesota, so yeah, it's probably that's what's going to hit him. Is what
I'm central North Dakota, so yep.
Yeah.
He's just east of me.
Yeah, but just these weird patterns between what's hitting up you guys, like the snow's been up north and the tornadoes and all these crazy weather has been down south.
Yep.
It just seems like a really obnoxious year, like more than
usual. Tell us how we met again, because I get tagged every time he goes live. That's how we met, Mr. Lee.
Oh yeah.
Because my name is WTF Mike, and I hashtag it all the time in my videos with the WTF. And then when you guys started the WTF thing, I get a little thing.
I had no idea.
I get a little message like, "You've been tagged in a video." I'm like, who?
It's funny because Mike's a skeptic. He's just
huge.
And he's funny as fuck too.
Yeah. So. I enjoy it. That was the first time. A few times I came around just listen. I'm like, what in the hell are they talking about?
That's like the first time I listened to Sasquatch Chronicles. I was like, what is this shit?
Yeah. Well, the first few I'd get tagged when you would end your videos or when you would end your live streams. I'd get a little, "You've been tagged in a video," because you hashtag WTF.
Oh, yeah.
So when you'd end them, I would get a little thing saying, "You've been tagged in a video." And I'm, and like, that's how I first seen you. It's just watching the videos back. And I'm kind of going through the live stream as it's going. I'm like, why the hell would they tag me about Sasquatch and what a lightning ball ghost ground thing? What the hell?
You still hanging out with that same group on YouTube?
Oh yeah, I have a huge group on YouTube. Jesus.
Well, no, I went to one of your shows.
Yeah, one of my live streams there when we're all messing about and bantering back and forth.
That was funny.
Yeah, we all still hang out. Matter of fact, a couple of them guys that hang out with me, I hired them. They live up here now and they work for me.
Oh no shit.
Yep. Yeah, Jimmy C. he came from Massachusetts over that way.
Right on.
And he moved across over this way and he worked for me now.
So. It's amazing, like,
and his wife.
How YouTube did that for you.
Oh yeah.
Unintentionally, because I owe a lot to YouTube,
Yeah. Yeah, like some of the stuff like you've gone out and met when you guys have gone the camping and the little adventures and whatnot. Yeah, I've heard all them stories.
We have a good time.
Yeah, it's crazy the community you end up with, and the networking you can do from anywhere across the U.S.
Getting drunk and cooking out
in the shop. Yeah, it definitely gets interesting sometime. You should be around Pine Island when I'm over in the Philippines on all them streams. Oh Lord.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
I still remember what you said to that chick in that video. Yes. He kept coming up with these. Do you
one-liners? What we were calling them, yeah.
Yeah. Do you identify as a great white shark?
Shark. Yeah.
Because I have some swimmers you can eat.
Yeah.
Oh geez, but you guys were just back and forth, and I just sat there with my jaw up and I
Yeah.
was like, "Holy shit, this is
And that
great."
happened because somebody's like, who can come up with the best one-liners? So we were just trying to come up with random things. Like, hey, do you got pet insurance? But no, I ain't got pet insurance. Well, you better get some because I'm going to murder that pussy later. Stupid things.
Jay Fritz, what's up? Now we can start
Hey,
the
Jim.
show. Jay's
There we
here.
go. Ida need to get her eyes checked. Yeah.
Now I got to find out why. Oh, that's why.
I've never seen an orb. Like, why? And Point View, glad I haven't. I don't know. It's a lot of them things I've never seen either, but like sometimes with ball lightning and stuff, we can't even scientifically explain ball lightning, but we know it's not it's a scientific thing why it happens. We just don't quite understand the physics behind it yet. It's one of them kind of deals. It's like it exists and why it exists. You just don't get why it acts the way it does.
Ball lightning?
Yeah, which is also like sometimes what people see as orbs as ball lightning rolls across grounds and stuff like that. They think it's a supernatural event, and it's not really. It's
okay. What about the orbs
yeah.
they don't see rolling across the ground that are floating around?
And like
and
a
I'm
lot
not
of
talking these little things that you see on screen. It could be a bug or whatever.
Yeah.
Shit, they're all over the place right now,
Yeah.
and they are bugs.
Yeah.
No, like I've seen orbs. I saw one in a house that was the size of a racquetball or a tennis ball. I saw them in the woods here in Florida, 2 white ones, and they were probably the size of a baseball.
Yeah.
And those came out of the sky into the trees. I mean, they were traveling over the trees and then dropped down below the trees right next to me, and they split up. And I mean,
Yeah. And say
that's
like a
not ball
lot of
lightning.
these, like like I don't know, if you look up orbs, like the amount of videos that you'll find is just like, and a lot of them are exactly what you said. It's like some piece of fuzz getting caught in a room moving around with the natural winds that happen. Like, oh, we had all the doors shut. There's still an air current in any room. I don't care if you shut the doors or what. There's still a natural air current that happens, and these things happen. But then you can find some, and they're far in between. Like it's where you're talking. It's outside, and it's something that you have no idea. And I'm not there, but so I can't argue with you that you haven't seen it. I ain't gonna argue the fact that you didn't see something.
No,
I'll
I know
never do
that.
that.
I couldn't explain it.
Your
The
your
first one
reality
I
is gonna
saw in
be
a
what it is.
house, I think it was a spirit orb.
That is still my arch nemesis. Yep. I still call her Nemesis. I was over there watching her do, what is that game? Bean Boozled or something that they play? The nasty jelly beans. So, I still call her Nemesis.
Who's that? Jackie?
Iron Dogger. Yeah. Yeah. They do like, I forgot the name of the game. Anyway, they ask each other some questions, and if your answer don't combine up, they got to eat these nasty jelly beans.
Oh, really?
Like some of them are like dead fish and rotten eggs, and
Oh, they got the friggin' Hogwarts jelly beans.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Harry Potter.
But it might be a good one, like buttered popcorn, but then it might be something nasty, and then they got to eat them. And I got the girl's one, whatever.
But, no thanks.
Yeah, no, I'll pass on that.
Let me just post this again.
The Mr. Knucklehead of all knuckleheads. So when's your guys' next trip coming up?
We got we're gonna go camping during the Bigfoot conference here in Florida. I think we're gonna scratch that. She being Stevie B.
Yeah.
She's gonna drive down here, and then hopefully we can drag Richie out to play. And Richie's my roommate.
Yep.
He's usually in chat, Richie Evans. And we're gonna go up to the conference and maybe hang out for the weekend here. I don't know, but I want to get up to North Carolina before May because Michael Haywood's going to have hip surgery.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to go up and say hi to him after
so are you back in Florida?
Yeah.
I thought you went back to Arizona for some reason.
I did, and then my dad passed, and I had no reason to remain in Arizona.
All right.
Yeah, I was just saying it's almost been a year since he's passed. You just can't believe it went by that quick.
Oh yeah, Gary Johnson, but it ain't going to be an object that's flying around scaring people. It isn't, like trying to buzz people and make them run for cover. It's just kind of something interesting you see. It doesn't really freak you out. It's not. I guess from what I've seen of the videos and everything, I guess it wouldn't be a scary situation for me to see some light moving around.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't think his its intentions or whatever it is there to go fuck with people. It's just happened to get seen, I believe.
Yeah.
What is this? Did you shave your beard? Me too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
See, girlfriend.
Yeah, I picked up a big contract with their airport, so I got to stay clean shaven for a little bit. So. Dealing with CEOs and stuff like that. Hip surgery. What did you call it? Pit surgery? Never heard of it. Hope he heals fast. Yeah, pit surgery. Hip.
Anita, how are you? Guys, if you haven't heard, I know I've promoted it before. Anita does have a Facebook channel where she sells stuff that she makes. Playful Creations by Anita on Facebook. A lot of Bigfoot, mostly Bigfoot. Mugs and t-shirts and her own artwork. She does a great job. Go check it out. I hope you're doing well, Anita. I hope you're back to drawing soon if you haven't started already. Try to help when I can.
Yeah, why not? We have a platform. That's what it's for.
That's it.
Oh, thanks.
Hip surgery. Okay, we got it.
Yeah.
Oh, my pleasure, Anita. Yeah, anybody else want to pop on? Link is in chat. I'll put it in there again.
Oh, yeah, hips.
It makes more sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Head surgery.
Yeah, Jen, I might have to create a Facebook account just to check it out.
Can't see any place to put this coffee cup down.
All right. Put up your link, Anita. She can't. She'd need a wrench. Tell Mr. Lee to go get it.
Yeah, I don't have a link for her Facebook.
Explain the hat. Is that the Yukon River? No, it's I do a lot of fishing tournaments, everything else for walleye and different fish. And I have a couple guys across I have a couple of guys across the United States that make crankbaits for me and stuff like that, and they're handmade and everything else. So that is Yank Your Crank. It's a crankbait maker out of Oklahoma. He's on YouTube here too. His name is Chris, but he goes under Yank Your Crank. So that's what the hat is, and I got the vest and everything. He makes me a bunch of lures and stuff like that for these fishing tournaments and everything.
Right on.
Yeah.
And what are you fishing for?
Walleye mostly walleye tournaments. So.
What kind of lures are you using?
Crankbait, a lot of bottom bouncers and stuff like that off of the bottom, running spinners. We can still run, I don't know, like each state is different. We can run double hook spinners and stuff like that and bottom bounce them off of it with a 3-foot leader. So you got that big lead weight sitting on the bottom.
On the bottom. Yeah.
And then you come, a couple feet up off of that, troll along the bottom, about a mile and a half, 2 mile an hour right in there. So.
Yeah, I had a hell of a time walleye fishing up in Wisconsin.
Oh yeah,
that was just amazing.
Yep, that's like some of the best eating fish. You ask me, I love the taste.
Oh of yeah, that crappie. What's up, Miss Dill?
Yeah,
tell us WTF is up.
Tell us what's
Dina P. How are you? Yeah, I never got that into. Oh wait, here we go.
Let me shit.
Like tournaments. No, I just like
Oh.
somebody. I got the Anita's link to my messenger, so now I have
Oh,
to.
okay. I got you. Yeah. Well, there you go. Bell just dropped it. So.
Oh, right on. Hey, Belle. Lurker.
Yeah. Jen just said it.
How you been? Good to see you, Belle. Thank you, Jen. Belle's on top of it.
Yeah. And the tournament thing, I never started out that way. It's just something we kind of ended up doing. We didn't really like go out to start doing tournaments and try to win tournaments. And we've done pretty well in it, but it's just because we're so used to this area. We fished it, my whole life.
I don't know. You can't trust these walleye fishermen.
Right?
Anymore.
Yep. I mean, we're both the lead fucking guys.
Lead and fillets and
they finally had their day in court. They didn't get enough, if you ask me. So,
what happened to them?
Pretty much nothing. They can't.
Really?
They can't fish for 3 years each. They lost their fishing license, and the one guy had to give up the boat.
Yeah. I saw them. I saw when they took the boat from him.
Yeah. But it still wasn't property of the state or whatever. But he did give up the bass boat, which it didn't come out of his pocket. It was a sponsorship.
No,
boat.
he won it.
So he lost. Yeah, he lost nothing there. It's But yeah, no fines, and they can't fish for 3 years. So
wow, they made a lot of money, dude.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's just it. They made so much money, and what did he lose? He lost a free boat that he won. That's it, and that's only the one guy. The other guy, didn't. There should have been a way harsher something.
Yeah, when they did that weigh in, those guys were in jeopardy.
Yeah,
people wanted to kick the shit out of them.
Oh God, yeah. And rightly so. That I was pretty irritated when them videos came out. I couldn't believe that. I was like, what?
I know.
The things people do for money, and I mean, I get it. Those guys are fishing for way more money than I ever have.
There was a guy who got caught in a bass tournament where he pre-caught bass.
Yeah,
tied him up.
Yep.
In a bay to trees, and then went and picked him up, or caught him, or said he caught him, or
Yeah.
People, shit, man.
Oh God, yeah.
Leslie, how are you?
Stuff like that. You can't get anywhere near shores, and you're constantly watched. There's another bunch of guys out there on their own boat, spotters and judges. Yeah, you can't get near each other, and you got a certain distance.
Yeah, I don't know how he
did like 12, 13 feet or something like that. You got to stay away from shore.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't. Your boat cannot touch shore in between the certain hours. And a lot of them now are starting where we can't even pre-fish those lakes for 48 hours before, and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Huh. I guess, it's sort of an unfair advantage for the guy who can't get out on a lake to pre-fish it.
Yeah.
You guys have the advantage,
just
knowing where they were.
Yeah. And that's why they try to give it that 48-hour window, and that's fine. That's,
sure.
Pre-fishing 48 hours isn't going to do much anyway. So,
no.
Yeah.
I was just about to watch the video you put up. Well, if you don't mind, if it waits for a little while, go check it out in about an hour. But you can go check out Mr. Lee's stuff. Just kidding, Leslie.
They're starting that too, exactly. Michael Haywood. Yep, they're starting the polygraphs and stuff like that for these tournament.
Oh, and some tournaments. Okay, I see that. Jeez.
Hey, Mike.
What's going on, Jeff? How you been, buddy?
Oh, hanging in there.
All right.
No, we've probably fished a couple of the same tournaments.
Oh, most definitely have. I've heard you talk about some of them over there, and I'm like, I fished that one quite a few times.
I fish mostly Pier and Pier, Chamberlain, and Platt along the Missouri, but I've gone up and fished some Devil's Lake tournaments and stuff like that too up in North Dakota.
Yep, I fished a lot of the Devil's Lake ones. I do their ice fishing one every year. I don't ever miss that one. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we used to go to that. The funnest part of that is, the night before at the volunteer fire department, all the raffles and sitting there playing cards all night. I mean, it's a whole festival in that town when they have an ice fishing tournament.
Oh yeah, and we do the Missouri tournaments all the way up and down from Bismarck all the way down through South Dakota, Chamberlain, everything. We catch all them. So
Yeah,
we've been all over with them. We've done quite a few in Minnesota, Strawberry Lake, and a bunch of them, and get up along the Boundary Waters. We've done some of them up there. So.
Now, when you do an ice fishing tournament, how is that regulated? As far as like, are you fishing?
There's different types. Now, the Devil's Lake tournament, because they get, over 1,000 people entered.
Yeah, all over the world.
They'll go out and put a boundary on it, the size of, let's say, 10 football fields.
Yeah.
And they'll go out the night before, hundreds of volunteers, and pre-drill. So it looks like Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a hole every square 10 feet for a square mile. Yeah. And when you go out there, you're allowed to walk out and carry one bucket with one rod, and you can fish one hole at a time. Yep. You can move as much as you want.
Sure.
Yep.
And they're all drilled in grid. So they're all in, it looks like one gigantic tic-tac-toe board of holes. There's other tournaments I'm in where they're 2-man tournaments, and you fish anywhere you want on the lake. You bring your ATVs, and those are more competitive. The big tournaments, like the Devil's Lake one, they'll get the local car dealership. Like Devil's Lake, the biggest walleye will, let's say, win $5,000, but they'll say like the 21st biggest walleye will win a new Ford truck or some weird shit like that, or a new ATV, to where you don't want to catch the second or third biggest fish. You want to catch like the 100th biggest fish, because that pays something stupid,
Yeah.
It's really kind of different, but.
Yeah, and it's even the local one here in Jamestown and stuff too that we do on the reservoir. They section off a whole part of the lake, and you can go wherever you want, drill your own holes. But once the cannon goes off, you can no longer drill anymore. You're not moving. There's no more holes to be had. So
yeah,
you better hope you find them before that cannon goes off, because as soon as that thing goes off, you're done. If they hear your auger fire up and you drill a hole, you're done for.
Well,
interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how that worked. Like,
Yeah, and ours.
I know everybody ice fishes in shanties and
Yeah, and that's what we got. I got a big ice castle kind of thing. I built my own, but it's just like an ice castle. It's a camper. You pull it on the ice, pretty much.
Yeah.
And basically, what it is, it lowers itself down on the lake, and you drill some holes, and it's got a heater in there, and you got TV up on the wall, and the little fireplace going.
That's
playing cards. Yeah. Out on a lake, frozen lake, and it literally cities pop up out there.
Oh yeah, I saw that in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you see the movie Grumpy Old Men, I mean, it's kind of like that out on the lake.
Much,
everybody knows each other, and but
yeah, that is crazy how
full bars, Devil's Lake
city.
Yeah, Devil's Lake out there, full bars will pop up on the lake during the wintertime. Like they put a bunch of ice houses together and put a big sign out front that says bars open. You pull up, you buy off sale from this place on the ice, and you can sit in there and drink with everybody. And they got a hot tub in the middle of a bunch of ice houses in an octagon, and there's people sitting in this hot tub out on the lake, on a frozen lake, and it's crazy.
Drunk.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's another thing that happens all the time too, because there's no law against driving on a frozen lake drunk, because road rules don't apply.
Yeah. When you get to the boat ramp, when you're leaving, before you pull off the lake, the sober guy starts driving. Then
that's why we have these big RVs. You can pull out on these lakes and sit and fish, because we can sleep out there. I've spent 3-4 days on the lake.
Wisconsin has the best cheese. Yes, they do.
I like
those cheese curds.
I really like the casino that's on Devil's Lake.
Oh yeah.
They have a nice little casino.
It has gone downhill. Tell you that. I was just there this year.
I haven't been there in a couple years, but
yeah, they used to have amazing food, and that's really gone downhill.
I really liked their chips. Like $100 chip had a walleye on it, and a $20 chip had a perch on it, and it was like
those are still the same. Yep.
Yeah.
What's up, Brandon? Welcome. So how do you get away? I mean, doesn't do you need a liquor license or something like that out on the ice, or you just?
Nope.
I mean, how did?
No,
How does that work?
people just go buy it cheap at Sam's Club or wherever, and they bring it
And
out
just
on the
sell it.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm looking at, the tech, like the
yeah. The technicality
Yeah,
of it.
Yeah.
I mean, if they got busted selling to a minor, and it's happened quite a few times, they're
Oh,
going
sure.
to jail.
yeah.
But a lot of them
some
that you
of
go
these
up
laws, it's the wording in the laws, just like
Yeah.
the driving law
Yeah.
says that you can't operate a motor vehicle while intoxicated on a roadway or wherever. So in other words, you know, I could be 15 years old driving the pickup truck, pulling gravity wagons for my dad while he's harvesting corn. And as long as I don't pull onto a road, they can't bust me. I mean,
Yeah.
even if I have
Yeah.
been drinking, I'm not on a roadway operating a
Yep.
motor vehicle. And when you're out driving on a lake, technically you're not on a roadway.
Yep.
However, on that lake, when it's open water, you can't operate a watercraft while drunk because the law actually states operates a watercraft. So it's kind of weird, the loopholes that exist, you know.
And as far as the liquor license things go, is what a lot of these bars do when you come into them. It's kind of a suggested price, and it's just kind of like a tip jar kind of thing there, kind of situation. It's not a, you know,
it's the donation type thing.
Yeah.
Or tip jar.
Yep.
But no, that's truly, you know, it's rural small town America when you're up there. I mean, all the little bars have the pull tabs, just like, you know, Wisconsin, northern Minnesota, North Dakota. It's all like.
For those of you people who don't know what a pull tab is, it's gambling. You know, there are these little machines that pop out, these pull tabs, or some bars have them, and
it'll be a series
open them
of
up
tabs,
and you can win money or whatever.
A bar will have 1,000 pull tabs in one set. And there's so many of them that are worth $100. So many of them will win $20. And so they'll stock the machine with them, and you go in and for $5 buy whatever amount of pull tabs, and you open them. And the bar kind of keeps track of how many big winners there have been, but you never really know, you know, if there's another winner yet to be had or not. But
yeah, it'll just tell you on the boards how many winners are left in it, not the size of the winner. But
we went to a bar in Wisconsin, and they had like a kiosk in it that was just pull tabs and scratch. I was like, what? People would walk in and spend their paycheck on those things.
Oh yeah, that and every day, like the lake on the lake that my lake home's at, there's a bar there, and every day, I don't care if I need something there or not, I'll stop in. There's a bar, liquor store, convenience store, bait shop, all in this one thing. But they have
Walmart.
They have the shake. They have the shake a day. You
know?
Yeah,
we got that. Yeah.
Do you guys have that?
Oh God,
bars down there, Mugs.
The
shake a day.
Oh yes, yep. You win the whole
not
bar
here,
but
so they start a pot. They get a big pickle jar, and for $1, you get to roll the dice. If you roll 5 of a kind, 5 dice, 5 of a kind, and hit a Yahtzee, you win what's in the jar. But those things, you know, there's hundreds of people that'll stop in each day and roll. If nobody hits it for 4 or 5 days, there gets to be like $1,800 in this jar, you know?
Yeah, our little town, we were up to $7,000 in that thing, and a couple, they middle-aged out of Arizona. I was in the bar that day, came through, and they nailed it, the shake of the day. They ended up going with like $5,000 after the bar had their keep or whatever running it. Got their percentage, but they ended up with like $5,000 and then a huge bar tab, like $1,000 bar tab that they could have or whatever. And they were literally only stopping for a drink on their way through. They're like, we ain't staying for no $1,000. So they're like, open bar until that tab is gone. And the bartender did it, just open the tab till the $1,000, whatever that part of the bar tab was, for everybody sitting in the place.
Yeah.
So I'm on the phone right away with Uber. I'm like, I'm going to need a ride in 5 hours.
I'll have my boat behind the truck, and I'll pull into the bait shop and get 2 scoops of minnows, a bag of ice, and I'll walk into the bar. Here's $1, shake a day, and then leave, you know?
Yep.
And when the shake, you know, every bar is a little bit different with some of them rules, but all of them have the same rule that to win the pot, you have to roll 5 of a kind your first roll.
Yep.
Some of them will give you 2 rolls or 3 rolls to get the free drink, which means if I roll right away and roll 4 of a kind, I can take a free drink right there, and they'll give me a chip that says free drink so I can use it whenever. My big thing is I forget those chips. So like in a little bowl in my kitchen, I've got about 50 free drink chips there. Every time I go to the bar, I forget to bring them.
I have stacks of them black taped together in big, huge stacks because I play pool. And pool league, they always come around and they give you like 2 or 3 free drink chips during pool league just for, drinking at the bar that night and everything else. And I'd end up just taking them home.
So I never bring them back. Yeah. You always forget them.
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned Shake a Day because that's what I did in Illinois when my mom passed away. The night she passed away, that was how that's how she made her presence known. We did a Shake a Day, and me and my sister both won a 6-pack. And on the jukebox was AC/DC playing "Have a Drink on Me."
Yep.
Yeah, and we both were like, "Thanks, Mom."
I hate that song.
Typically, if you win the pot on a Shake a Day, it would be frowned upon if you didn't buy a round.
Oh yeah.
When you win it, so
it's
whether you win, whether it's $250 in there or $2,000 in there, you probably should buy. You're going to spend probably $150 to buy the bar a round if there's a couple dozen people in there. So, but.
It's that same thing here too. If you get the big one in the pull tabs, it's pretty much frowned upon if you don't. Well, if you get the $500 winner or whatever,
Midwestern bar etiquette, you got to do it. But
no, well, even with when I was in Jersey, I hit a Super Bowl pool, and the pool was in a bar. So whoever ran the pool, they got I'd tip out those guys. Yeah. Yeah, that was a crazy pool.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, the way everything had to go for me to win it, it was insane, and it happened. I mean,
that's the best ones. Yeah.
In my local bait shop, if you go in there about 8 a.m, there's about 7 or 8 old farts that are in there every morning drinking coffee, and they play pitch or they play cards.
Yep.
And they play for money. They got the money laying on the table.
Oh, yeah.
And technically it's illegal, but half the time I go in there to get bait, the local sheriff's sitting in there with them in uniform playing cards with them. I mean, they don't give a shit.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, it's the exact same here. Hell, some of the craziest parties I were at were at their sheriff's house. What's funny because he's the main sheriff and his wife is the deputy sheriff. So
that kind of a conflict of interest,
yeah.
As well as nepotism.
They take turns deciding whose night it is to cuff who, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you, Ms. Dill. I was just going to do that. Might as well keep doing it.
Somebody come on and change the subject from fishing to something else.
It ain't going to happen with this guy.
Oh.
What's up, Jay?
Hey. Almost caught me. I turned my cam off before you caught me, though.
No, I caught you. Scared the hell out of me.
Hey, I'm pissed off. I am pissed off.
It's better than being pissed on.
Yep.
Better than the option. Yeah.
You remember the old timey back in the day hamburger, good old greasy hamburger with tomato and lettuce and onion and whatever other condiments you want. Remember how good those taste? You just can't find one of those no more.
Got to make them yourself.
I know it.
You got to find some place that does true smash burgers.
Come on up here. We got them all over the place.
Well, you get them. You can get one similar at that place at Five Guys if you want to spend $25 for each person.
Yeah.
Man, they're so expensive, but they do have good burgers.
Oh yeah,
well, Minnesota and I don't know where else, Wisconsin. They have what's called the Juicy Lucy.
Lucy, yep.
Yeah,
with the cheese on everything on the inside of it.
On the inside,
guaranteed to burn your lips off the first bite because it's all sprayed on.
Yeah, forget the roof of your mouth. That's you're gonna be like screwed for a good couple days.
They just don't taste like they used to, you know.
We still got a lot of them mom and pop places around here that do the old fashioned burgers and stuff that way, and grill out back and everything.
Yeah, there's nothing like a messy.
Yeah,
burger.
I used to really love grilling burgers, but I've really gotten into the Blackstone flat top doing smash burgers. You just finely dice those onions and mash them in with your raw burger and make your patties just like super 1/4 inch thin almost, and they cook in about 60 seconds.
Yeah, they're super
but just
thin,
the flavor of a smash burger kind of reminds you of the old school cafe burgers, you know. But
this Dill says subscribe to my fake channel, Chill with Dill.
But other than that, that's been my excitement for today, trying to find a good tasting hamburger.
Well, you're not going to find it in fast food.
No, not anymore.
You can't hardly. Two people cannot go to McDonald's for less than $25 anymore.
You can't go anywhere for less than $25.
Unreal, isn't it? That is totally unreal.
Hell, it cost me $25 by myself.
Grasshopper says, I just got done with a huge meatloaf. It will last me a month.
I love meatloaf sandwiches.
That's the other thing I've been doing all the time too. I don't even grill burgers and stuff anymore. I'm smoking everything and stuff now.
I do that too a lot.
Yep.
You know, if you look at what a lot of these food places are doing, you really, McDonald's and Burger King have priced themselves out of the deal. I mean, if you order online right now at KFC, you can get an 8-piece bucket of chicken for $10. Well, one person can't eat for $10 hardly at Burger King. You can get 8 pieces of chicken for $10 at KFC, you know.
Provided you order online.
We always get our flyers here on Tuesday, and I don't think I've ever seen Burger King have a flyer.
No.
That's not Burger King, but Dairy Queen. And Dairy Queen actually had a flyer this time.
Yeah, McDonald's is trying to price themselves back in with what they call their bundles.
Yeah.
Right now,
turn down your volume, Stevie.
I'm trying. Sorry.
Right now at McDonald's, you can get a McDouble, a small fry, and a drink for I think it's like $4.85 or something like that. You know, they kind of got it priced back in, but that's only if you order a McDouble or a McChicken. Everything else is like way out there.
Tina says I made copycat White Castle burgers for dinner. They were the bomb. Oh. Well, it's funny because they used to call White Castle murder burgers and belly bombers.
Yeah. You'll get rid of them about as fast as you eat them. Holy Lord.
Oh, man, they stay with you, don't they?
Yeah.
Overnight. I worked on a railroad, and sometimes we get in late in the morning, and all would be open would be a White Castle, you know.
Yeah.
And I'd get like 10 of them. Oh, golly, they stay with you.
Yep. Yeah, they hand that bag out the window, and the bottom of that brown bag is just grease, just darker than the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yep. You burped for 3 days, and you were tasting that damn thing. God.
Raptor says that the Dairy Queen in Kentucky always advertise on TV. Well, DQ does a national advertisement.
Yeah, they do a national, but I've never seen them put out a flyer like, you know, for they had milkshake buy 2 for $4. Yeah.
Doesn't Sonic still do like a happy hour thing?
After
What
8
about-
o'clock, I think shakes at Sonic are half off.
Half off.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah, but
why?
you don't want to go to Sonic after 8 o'clock.
Well, if you're getting a shake, it's not bad. It's the food you got to worry about after
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
I almost ran into
No,
Go ahead, Stevie.
I
I'm
went to
sorry.
Burger King today. I went to Burger King today and spent $12 on a meal, and I don't eat that much. It was $12. I couldn't believe it. That was for a medium meal. It's
Like
crazy.
blah blah blah.
Brandon
blah,
Blunt says Castle Burgers and tequila don't mix.
No, Castle burgers and any
Ooh.
kind of alcohol don't mix. Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
Did we just lose? No, nobody.
Nobody.
This was weird. Mr. Lee says, "Can I ask about chewing tobacco? How do you taste anything?"
Well, you spit the chewing tobacco out before you start
And then
eating.
you eat.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
one
just-
thing I don't miss. Back in the day, like you used to be able to go in a restaurant and sit down and have a cigarette. I do not miss people smoking in restaurants.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Or
I'm
the
glad they
bars
got
for that
outlawed.
matter. I mean,
The bars, it's way better than the restaurants because you would like look over and these people do just the nastiest shit with cigarettes, and I never did understand it. Putting them out in their eggs and dumping their ashtrays on plates and stupid. It was
Yeah, not very appetizing.
no.
No.
The bars was more. I kind of do miss the smoking in the bar because I'd like to sit there with my whiskey and have a cigarette. And we still have bars here you can do that in.
when I was young and I bartended, I remember one time I had this lady came up and she puts her elbows on the bar and I'm sitting there at, bartending. I'm waiting for her to give me a drink order. I said, "Is there anything I can get you?" She takes a big old, and I had to chew in, but she takes a big old drag on her cigarette, leans forward and blows it right in my face.
Just spitting rye.
And orders her drink. So I spit chewing tobacco right on the bar in front of her, and I said, "Give me a minute, and I'll have that ready for you." And she was like, "Oh, that's gross." And I said, "Well, don't blow that shit in my fucking face, then, man."
I tell you
Sharing
what,
tobacco products.
I tell you what, about 3 o'clock in the morning, some of that blue haze, all that smoking in the bars makes a lot of those women look a whole lot better. I'm telling you.
Women always look prettier at closing time.
The coyote ugly.
That's when you wake up.
Who was the country music artist that said went home at 2 with a 10 and woke up at 10 with a 2?
I don't recall. That's funny though.
I hooked up with this old gal years ago, about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up the next day and I looked over at her, and she had her wig was over her forehead, and one of her eyelashes was hanging down, and her teeth were over the cup. And I looked at her and I said, "Oh my God!" Well, that woke her up when I said that, and she looked over to me. She said, "Don't you say a damn word." I thought I was here with Robert Redford last night.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's where you just both get out of bed, look at the floor, and walk away.
No eye contact.
The walk of shame.
I told you guys that story last week, the short part of it in Watertown, South Dakota, where I went to college and everything. I ended up with the girl. I was well past wasted. She brought me to her house and everything. About 3, 4 in the morning rolls around, and I'm like starting to sober up. I'm like, I got to go home. So I call for a taxi, and the taxi driver's like, "Well, where are you?" Fuck, I don't know. He says, "Well, what does she look like?" So I explained her. He said, "Shit, I'll be there in 5 minutes." He showed up, pulled right up to the door. I was like, "God damn."
You were probably at the South Fork. You were probably at the South Fork in Watertown. That's the strip
Yeah,
bar there.
that's one of them. Yep. Oh. Yeah, we had a house in Little Mexico there in Watertown, the little trailer park. 3 of us on that thing. Oh Lord, she was a big girl. She was a hospice nurse. She cared for people. She gave me a little shot of penicillin before we did anything. You know, it's all in the heart.
We were out in Pierce, South Dakota, me and about 3 or 4 of my buddies goose hunting. And I don't know how we ended up there, but in Fort Pierre, they had a little strip bar called the Hopscotch. And when I say little, it's little.
Oh, yeah.
They don't get premium
barely bigger than a shed, a steel building, yeah.
And the stripper came up to me and says, I have 2 6 guns tattooed on my ass. Do you want to see them? And I said, no. And she said, well, where are you guys from? And I told her, we're from out of town. She goes, what are you doing here? I said, goose hunting. She goes, where are you staying? And I knew where this is going. So I told her the hotel, and the hotel we were at had outdoor entrances to some of the rooms because we had hunting dogs with us. Yep. And she said, oh, what's your room number? I wrote down the room number of my buddy's room. And I ain't shit. Yeah. I told the other guys that were with us, we were watching, we left at about 11 o'clock, went back to the hotel. But about 2 a.m. when that bar closed, we all started watching our watches, and sure as shit, about 2:20, boom, boom, boom. She's knocking on the door of my buddy's room, and we're all just dying laughing. Yeah. We could hear her out there.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, who the hell are you? You know, she goes, well, you gave me. She didn't even realize it was somebody different. She's like, you gave me this room number. And he goes, I did not. He said,
yeah,
wasn't me.
Oh, yeah. We had big parties and stuff in ours before, too. And we had all gone to bed one night. It was 1:32 in the morning. We just had enough. We'd been drinking all that whole Saturday. And 2:30, 2:45 rolls around, and me and another one of our roommates got woke up by this god-awful karaoke screaming coming from our other roommate's bedroom. And just blaring out Whitney Houston at the top of her drunk freaking lungs. And so we go over there and we knock, and nobody says nothing. And so we like to kick the door open. Here my buddy is passed out, our roommate, passed out buck naked, and his girlfriend, well, that's not his girlfriend, the girl he was with that night, got a hold of his manhood in her hands, using it as a microphone, just screaming fucking Whitney Houston with the fucking radio on. What the? Just shut the door. I'm like, nope.
So was it him screaming when she went?
No,
is this thing on?
She was passed out cold. It was all her. We're just looking at each other. We're like,
testing.
We didn't know if we could go get our phones.
We're like testing.
Yeah.
She's in there. Lord. I will always love you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just the radio playing and her just screaming Whitney Houston at the top of her lungs. What? Yeah.
Wow.
That guy had the worst luck with women. Oh, Lord. We had one girl attached a DeWalt cordless drill to his nutsack. He passed out on her doing the same damn thing. He passed out butt naked in the bed. She got all pissed off about it. She grabbed his cordless drill and opened the chuck up and put it on the sack down there and splined the chuck out. Yep, we're all sitting in the living room. She comes hauling ass out of there. We hear him screaming. He comes running butt naked, boxer on one leg, with the drill just a swinging in between his no.
Mike is giving you all a view of the level of boredom that exists in the Dakotas. You do not pass out at a party or a keg.
No.
Gate Smasher, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Have a good night. Oh man, I will never look at a drill the same.
Yep.
Without wincing.
Yep, wine that nut was right, Mr. Hugh. Ooh. That guy could have sang Whitney Houston when that happened, the way he come running out of there. He had a high voice for him.
And here you thought it was bad talking about squeezing a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
and it's not. It wasn't the new light 20-volt drills we have now. These were the heavy 18-volt. You know.
Yeah.
When you were explaining about the rental boat the other night, Mogs, that was just so funny. And it wasn't so much the ball part; it's just your reasoning. When the guy, comes out on the jet ski and the battery, and he's like, "Well, did you try squeezing the ball?" And you're like, Well, it's not my motor. Like,
Well, it's not my boat. Like I was like, well, I don't know if that's gonna work. It
squeeze
didn't
ball.
seem like.
Well, he could have mentioned
Yeah,
that
don't touch
when
somebody else's
we
ball
were
is
on
what
the
you're
phone.
saying.
Well, you would have think he would have done that before he started it.
If he would have mentioned that when we were on the phone with him before he even came out there, he went through this whole list of things to check and failed to mention squeezing the
balls
ball.
wasn't one of them.
So for
That was not
those
one
who
of them.
aren't familiar with small outboards, the
even
thing
large.
is this.
It's a ball.
There is the mentality that on a cold start, once you squeeze the ball and get the fuel pressure up, that you shouldn't have to the rest of the day. However, if those
They're
balls,
wrong.
when they get old and they get like brittle and they're like not nice and soft, they're not soft and pliable anymore. They lose the fuel pressure, so you have to squeeze the ball every time.
That's definitely true. When they get a little older, you lose a lot of pressure.
That is the truth.
I had mentioned in the chat, I've had it where the ball's so damn brittle you got to step on it with your foot to squeeze it because you can't squeeze it with your hand.
I had to pay her extra for that. God thank you.
Yeah. And then God help you if the ball like cracks and starts leaking fuel all over.
I probably have. I don't know, Mr. Lee. I just heard his ball story. I don't want to hear his Sasquatch story. This is a good one.
And if you haven't started the motor for a while, they lose their vacuum, and you have to squeeze the ball too.
That'll happen at a certain age too. Yep.
Stevie,
Jen
I'm
says,
not
of
sure.
course,
I'd like to know.
anymore.
I'd like to ask Mr. Lee, what's my
What'd you say?
Sasquatch encounter have to do with
didn't
the
hear you.
whole ball thing? I don't get that.
Flybys too. What's going on? I don't know if you're saying WTF as it or you're saying hi to me, but hi.
Fly by Stu is like, what the fuck did I just walk in on?
I did die laughing when you told that story. I was like, what in the hell? But you'd figure, like most people that rent a boat know a little bit about them or something, but you shouldn't assume, I suppose. That...
I just thought it was funny when Moog said, well, I wasn't going to squeeze it. It's not my motor. You know, like,
Stevie, I got a job for you. Come on up here.
If it was my motor, I would have squeezed it all day long. But it's your motor. I'm not going to squeeze it if it's.
Yeah, I ain't squeezing no other guy's balls.
Mess with it. I didn't want to get blamed for something.
Yeah, God help you if you flood it, and then he needs to come out with new plugs or something.
Because the starter was like hesitating, and it didn't like it just turned the key and it started right up. It would like, and then it would try to start. Like there was something with the starter. It wasn't turning the flywheel like it should.
I didn't know about the ball. I didn't know anything about squeezing it.
But that's
I didn't even see it
when he gets out there. I just think he wanted to take the ride out there.
Yeah.
Just get away from the dock for a while.
Yeah.
As soon as it gets firm, just stop squeezing it. There's no more point that it's ready to go after that. Just like life. It's
just like life.
Yeah.
Squeeze it till it gets hard.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. You get about 15, 20 minutes of fun and operation out of it, and it's done for a while. You're gonna have to
Once
squeeze.
it gets hard, if you can't get it started at that point, it ain't
Something's wrong.
matter anymore.
Something seriously wrong.
If it's still hard in 4 hours, you got to call the doctor.
Well,
I guess.
doctor, call a marine mechanic.
Okay, if that
Brandon, I don't know if that would help.
that thing stays hard longer than 4 hours, I ain't never calling the damn doctor. I'll guarantee you that.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'll be doing the cha-cha through our bedroom at night with the flashlight on it, just trying to get the wipe to show up. That son of a bitch.
You call ask a nurse or whatever, and they're like, "What's wrong?" Well, 4 hours and 3 minutes ago, I took one of these pills, and
I'm feeling lightheaded.
yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Lee, I've heard his Sasquatch encounter over in Minnesota there. I've heard the story a couple times there. when he was out doing some work there.
It happened up in Manitoba, but yeah.
Yeah.
Chessboard, how are you?
Have you tried the rhino peels at a gas station? What? Rhino peels. Let me write this down.
Let me take a picture of the chat real quick so I don't forget what those are.
Screenshot that. Woo, Lord.
Rhino pills.
I don't know if you're the one yelling "Woo, Lord" if I want to try that.
I feel like this is a setup. Like you're gonna go into the next truck stop you're at and say, "Do you guys have rhino pills here?" And they're gonna look at you like
sounds like some ancient Asian recipe there. Like, you guys got any blue rhino horn with some?
Jen says blue research balls, squeeze ball, old brittle balls. Anyone else seeing a theme with Jeff?
Make your best on that steering wheel. If you're taking a blue rhino pill while driving, Jesus, you ain't even got to touch the steering wheel. You got a prop.
autopilot.
It's got a rudder. Just move your hip.
Wow.
What they used to call those?
Poor
Mr. Lee trying to change the subject.
Lost in the sauce, yeah. Poor
Where is Mr. Lee? What is he trying to change it to?
It's just the cause, not sauce.
Yeah. What does it say? Lost in the cause? Oh, lost cause. Oh, no, she says it's a lost sauce. It says sauce. You might be think I was going crazy. I'm like, what? Did I forget English? Lost in the sauce is a phrase up here. It means the same thing as lost cause, but
That's an old saying.
Wow.
yeah.
Lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
And we still have 61 people watching. You poor bastards.
They're never.
It went up since we got back to.
Well, listen, I hope everybody's laughing and not getting offended.
Yeah. You should have a disclaimer at the beginning.
Boat.
You should have a disclaimer at the beginning of your show, Mogs, that says, "Warning: you will not get these next 2 hours back if you."
What do you mean disclaimer? The whole show is called "What the F Live." It's how much more disclaimer can you have?
If your face doesn't hurt by the end of this show, I'm doing something wrong.
Right.
Well, it depends on who was doing the ball squeezing.
Well, any face hurts for a different reason.
Danny.
Bell's like, I can't decide if I picked the right night to pop on or not.
It's always the right night. Don't fight the fear. It's always the right night.
It's good to see you, Bell. Bell was actually my first moderator ever. So she's been around for a long time.
Taking that as an honor right now.
Yeah.
she might be rethinking some life decisions right here.
Flip out of here real quick.
Yeah. And it's only 6 likes. I think you better refresh your like button.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does that all the time. He says that, but there's like 39 likes or something.
Something you can't unsee. I think I laughed and I peed a little, Brandon.
Yeah, see if I have to refresh. It only says 3 likes and 6 watching.
Yeah. This all reminds me of Seinfeld back in the day. Why, thanks, Raptor. Jeff's got the right hair for it. He can come sliding into the room sideways. Give him a minute.
Now this says
38 likes.
Right.
38 likes and 59 watching. So
59 watching, but mine says 3 likes.
I got 62 watching.
They're like Bell. They're undecided. They're like, don't know if I like it yet.
A chipmunk and an elephant and tongue kissing. Can't unsee that. Probably not.
Who just bowed? Jay?
Yep.
Yeah. Where'd he go?
I don't know.
You hit the wrong button.
I'm tired of the shenanigans.
He's probably laughing already. Probably hit the wrong button on his phone there. He was on.
He found a
Sorry, I
rhino.
shifted, I'm
He
in
found a
pain.
rhino pill in the drawer.
Wait a minute.
There's better things to do than watch these guys.
And
Yeah,
missed.
he's gonna go take that thing and lay in bed and wait.
I got a rhino pill.
That's where he's going. He's on his way out to the truck stop.
Yeah. Take
He
that and
remembered
lay in
where
bed
it
and wait. His wife will know too, because there ain't none of the sheets going to be touching her side of the bed. But
Why is there a breeze in here?
He'll roll over and be like a sailboat that capsized in 3 feet of water, you know.
Brandon
You only
says,
get
don't
so
take
far.
2 packs of rhino pills.
man, watch them. Don't take 2 packs. All right. Thanks for the warning.
Don't overdo it. Next Tuesday, we'll hear the story of you guys ain't going to believe this shit.
Yeah.
That was a
Gotta
quick
keep-
trip.
So I don't know. Oh, he's back now.
The gas station's out of them. Anybody know?
Oh,
Are they overnight those?
I kicked myself out, and when I tried to come back in, it says something about avatar. And I've been trying to change my avatar, so I stayed out for a while. Still didn't. I still
The
didn't.
avatars on YouTube side don't work anyway because I have one, and if I stop my camera, it's just a white dot on the YouTube side. So
Oh, so no wonder I can't
Yeah,
get it.
mine too.
Yeah.
but
That's right.
none of the- I don't know
was-
why I don't know why like that avatar doesn't work across YouTube. You guys can see it, but when
Yeah.
it pops up on YouTube, it'll be a round white circle just like Jay's got now.
Weird.
I
Yeah,
was just-
see?
Yeah,
Mine too.
I think you have to do it on your YouTube page.
Yeah, I think when they did the update,
Change it.
the last one is when I lost mine.
Yeah.
We figured Jay popped out and called DoorDash and was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you guys
You guys
near a truck
order,
stop right now?"
No, actually,
It says-
I took and went and ran over to Wawa to see if I could get any old rhino pills.
yeah, that's what we were figuring you did. Yeah,
The family pack.
just on the phone with Uber. Yeah, just on the phone with Uber Eats. Listen, Sonny.
Just don't take 2 packs.
Wow.
That shit's like that blue rhino propane. It's gonna get hot in here. You get it going.
Yeah.
Miss Bell says, I actually need the laughs, but can't tarnish my Miss Priss reputation by people finding out I'm laughing my balls off.
Wait a minute.
It's butt off. I'm sorry. Laughing my butt off.
Wait a minute.
I'm doing the math. It ain't
I'm
adding
not
up.
used to seeing that. I was like, that's the first thing that popped into my head. Now I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
We're going back to the boat conversation here. Were you on a boat with freaking Mogs over here, Bell? I think I know where your ball went. Yeah, 8 ball and a 6-pack of Vaseline and a goddamn spatula. Jesus Christ. The hell? You like throw a grenade down aisle 6 at Menards? Like, where'd you get this list? It sounds like a goddamn party. Come home with that. Your wife's gonna
That's
be
the
wondering
kind
what
of
the hell you're up
receipt
to.
you throw away on the
Yeah.
heading out of the store. You know, that's
That's
like
kind of receipt you
evidence that
burn.
can be used against you in some way.
Yeah. Remember back in the day when your credit card company used to call you like 3 days after a purchase if they thought something was sketchy?
Sorry.
About 3 days after, like way back in the day, your credit card they'd see something sketchy on your bill, they would call you and ask you if you like verify the purchase and all that. So when we was in college, it was my senior year in college, we bought one of our buddies a gag gift at the sex shop there in Watertown. And this thing was like, I don't know, 14 inches long, looked like they lopped it off some fella and put it in this goddamn paper sack, right? So we're driving and we got this thing in the center console of my pickup and we get pulled over. Yeah. Cop's like, can I search the vehicle? And I'm like, oh yeah, go ahead. And he
That'd be
starts
good
searching and everything.
entertainment.
Yep. Yeah, he starts searching everything else. He's like, am I going to find anything funny? And then I remember what's in my center console. I'm like, shit, I don't know. I stole this truck. What? He's like, keep your hands on the hood.
I don't know. It's my wife's truck. I never drive it.
So we're right on the side of the interstate too, like, you know, pulled over, and our hands are on the hood of the pickup and everything, and he's going through the center console, and this old boy reaches in that brown paper bag, and the look on his face when he turns with this fucking thing in his hand, just waving it at us like he's yelling at us with this thing, just a palm tree in the breeze. It's just a and oh good Lord. And I'm embarrassed enough the way it is. Like, what do you have this for? And I'm like, it's a gag gift. One of our buddies, you know, he's leaving. And, you know, we explain it all to him, and everything else in the truck, it just checks out fine. And we get back and we get it to the party, and we got it inside the cupcakes around this thing, and it's sticking up out of it. And, you know, we've got to blow out the candles, and there's a big schlong sticking out of the middle of these giant cupcakes. Good time anyway. But I go home for the weekend after this whole party, and I'm sitting out there, and it's just my dad that lived at the farm with me. My mom had long left the farm. But the phone rings, and I'm upstairs, and my dad answers, Mr. Albrecht there, and he says, we're calling about that 14-inch dildo you bought down there. What the hell? I wouldn't buy a dildo. And my dad's just yelling on the phone, and I can hear the conversation. I would never buy one of them, you know, just cotton picking things and this and that. I don't know who you think you're calling trying to prank me. He's like, no, this is Discovery. This is your credit card company. I don't even have a Discover card.
Wow.
Well, is there a different Michael Albrecht? Oh, that's my son. Hold on. Wait, he bought a what?
Yeah, you know,
we're going to be having a talk after this.
When the cop pulls that out of the paper bag, that's right. That's your window of opportunity to suggest, officer, maybe it's best if we just all go our separate ways for the evening.
Oh, yeah.
Because he probably don't want to deal with this anymore. He'd probably like, yeah, you just get out of here.
Think of the paperwork.
Should have seen the look on his face when I told him you can take the motor out of it and stick it over your own weenie and pretend you got a bigger one. You got to be shitting me. He's like, I'm just putting it back in there. This never happened. Well, the way he was acting, like we're running contraband on his highway or something. Like, Jesus Christ, I never seen a weenie.
Not in the bag, but you know.
Yeah. You can do a lot of stuff with those dang fake weenie. I figured that out.
12 pearls, how are you?
You ever going to get in a fight and you think there's enough of them that you're going to kick your ass? Take your pants off. You can scare a big son bitch with a little bit of weenie. He's going to take off running.
That's too funny.
Legal stuff.
Yeah,
12 pearls.
Definitely distract him.
Ain't no guy ever going to want to keep fighting if he ain't got no pants and underwear on him.
That's like if I go out, like we're out in the woods and
call for nurses.
If I have to, like, we're out there, I got to pee, camping, whatever. I always go out in the woods and I'm like, look around. I don't know what's out there. I'm like, don't laugh. And then I pee.
Just talking anything that can be watching.
This is call for nurses.
Some guys have a protocol like that, whether it's just saying like do out in the woods, that keeps you from getting stage fright.
Yeah.
You know, like when I remember when I was in high school, I went into the bathroom and I'm standing there taking a leak, and this other kid that goes to school with us walked in, took it out, and stood at the urinal, and he put his right hand on the wall.
Right.
And he said, 1, 2, 3, go. Out loud. And I'm looking at him going, what are you doing? He goes, you never get stage fright when you do that. If you put your hand on the wall and say 1, 2, 3, go, you start peeing immediately. And I'm thinking to myself, but is it worth doing that out loud in front of other people? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I was going to say, now we all know how Jeff pees.
I hate it when that. I hate it when people come side by side to you, like shoulder to shoulder at those damn urinals. No, that's completely out of bathroom.
They come to the one next to you.
Yeah. We were at the Shriners convention the one night and they had a whole show going on. We were sitting in there drinking and we had supper, and they feed us and they hire like a comedian and stuff and you watch them up on the stage. We're doing that and I go to use the restroom and we're all sitting out there. They had like 4 kegs, that's free beer all night and this and that. So I go into the restroom to use it and some old guy, bigger, broad shoulders, comes up and we're the only 2 in the damn restroom, stands right beside me. Figured out the best thing you can do. Don't even look over at him. As soon as you think he's about ready to start peeing, just go, hey, nice watch. They'll move. They'll move right on the hell. I did that to that old man. Sure enough, he moved right over. Turns out he was the chief of police in town. But we had words afterwards.
Maybe that's what I need to start doing. Counting 1, 2, 3, go.
I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna say buying a watch. Oh, wait a minute.
I can't vouch that system works, but he claimed it did. So it's interesting.
Donaldson turned the faucet on.
Turn the faucet on. We don't want to hear anybody what's going on in here. What's that? Turn the faucet on. Don't want anybody to know I'm paying.
Nice watch.
Works great. You don't even got to look over at them. It's going to process in their head the same way it did your guys. Be like, nope, I ain't standing by this one.
That's what I said. You got to hope he's left-handed because most people wear a watch on the left hand, but it's still it's funny shit. Oh man, my face hurts.
Works great.
It's not the sunburn.
Well, it ain't the ball squeezing.
No.
Have you been working out in the sun?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I've been fishing.
Well, that too.
He was in a boat with a bad ball and got beat up on with the sun all day long.
That's what it was, yeah. Stevie doesn't look that red. I don't know if we can blame it on the boat.
Put sunblock on my face anyways. The rest of me is fried. My shoulders.
Yeah,
back in my day, it was called draining the lizard.
Draining the lizard. Yeah, I'm like taking a pee.
Yeah.
Like I'm 5. Right. Yeah, I was taking a leak.
Yeah, there's 9 million terms for that.
Yeah, Russell, then you hear a couple Sasquatch in a tree line chuckling. That's what I meant.
Right?
Don't laugh.
Now, any of you guys know that go on the next outing with freaking Moog, you guys know he's got a thing to do in the woods when he pees. Just hide behind a branch with a flashlight. As soon as you hear water running, jump out and just turn that flashlight on. It's real good.
It's your own fault if it gets all over you.
Or just do that, or just stay hidden in the trees and just start giggling and laughing like little school children, or children of the corn ship.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any campouts coming up. I gotta see if anybody's doing anything.
So if you say that before you take a piss, is there something you say before you go take a dump in the woods? Is there a different protocol there? Or?
Nope.
Don't go out there for 45 minutes.
Stay away from that tree.
35 minutes.
Gonna sell the Buick.
Children of the corn.
Oh man, I'm just
sign above the urinal said, "While you're looking up here, the joke's in your hand." Oh, nice.
Stand closer. It's not as big as you think.
Women can fake orgasms. We can pretend they didn't know it was their asshole.
Objects in the mirror look larger than.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's do this deal. Like, sub, blah, blah,
blah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
She had that one
We all-
earlier. I read
We
that
all
was
know what
last.
it is. We
Yeah.
know the Blas.
Yeah. Go watch the new Jack Link's Call of Nature commercial. What?
Yeah, the commercial where the Sasquatch pee blasts the urinal off the wall.
Really?
Haven't you seen that yet?
No.
The Jack Link's commercial, a Bigfoot walks into the bathroom. He stand on the other side wall of where the urinals are. And it looks like a fire hose. He blasts all the way across the bathroom at the urinal. And
This is an actual commercial.
yeah, it's for Jack's Links. You can probably find it on YouTube.
Raptor, that's a thunder mug.
No, he's gonna look it up.
Damn right I am.
I took a survey one time that one of the questions was how do you feel about masturbation?
Oh, good God.
And I answered, I said, well, but in one hand, it feels good.
The other, it's better. There it is. Gotta wait for the ad.
Of course.
Florida orange juice. The original
Florida orange juice.
wild side.
In the 70s, I didn't know.
Feed it with meat. Jack Link's Feed Your Wild Side.
All right, we gotta play
I
that.
told you it's funny.
You gotta show it.
I've seen that one.
I haven't
That is
seen
too
it.
funny.
Kind of tired. Gift on that to what I wrote. Kind of tired. Gift on that to what I wrote. Kind of tired. No, you're
It went right back to my channel. It didn't.
Oh,
You can look it up on YouTube.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the first video that's there. Just look
Are-
up Jack Link's commercials.
Mogs, are you using your phone right now?
I was.
No, I'm talking about on StreamYard. Are you using
No,
a laptop?
no. It's my
So
laptop.
at the bottom, I see in my StreamYard where I can click present, and I would
Yeah.
I could bring that up. Would it let you? Put
You
it
don't
on
want to
the
do that.
screen?
You don't want to do that with the commercial because of the copyright on it.
Copyright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
copyright.
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah,
had
you
a
can
problem
share.
showing commercials doing that. It's
No, I've gotten more
Shows.
copyright claims from commercials and strikes than I have from actual songs and things like that.
Really?
Yep. Commercials are highly copyrighted, especially when
Good
you get
night,
into
Bill.
the 21s and the Doritos and the Super Bowl commercials. Yep. That's big business, a lot of money there. Yep.
That makes sense.
That's why if you like if you
They'd
see
be
these
fine with
people
you
that
promoting it for free for them.
no, that's why if you see people that like do the play-by-plays of sporting shows, they always mute the commercials. Like you'll hear them talking about so and so ran for 50 yards, whatever, as they're doing play-by-plays. But as soon as the commercial comes on, they'll say, "Hold on, I got to mute the audio for copyright." Oh yeah, it's
Miss Dill, thank you very much for modding tonight. Have a great night.
my face is melting off. Tired as that. All right, see you, Mr. Dill. And P.S. Send Moog sunscreen. All right.
I didn't put it on today. I meant
Obviously.
to.
Where's my English Bigfoot report, Moog?
I already told you, dude. You sent me the link, so I click on. I can't copy that. Like the whole. That's why I said you're gonna have to send it to me.
We're waiting for the actual
Without-
report.
Yeah, that's
for
what
a
we're waiting
report.
for. The one he's,
Right.
the one
Not
he posted is
promos.
just seems to be another preview.
Mhm.
But he does such a good job on them, though.
They're fun
So,
to
Miss
watch.
Billy, you'd have to send it to me without the link, because I click it on, it goes right to YouTube to your channel. But yeah, it's worth watching.
I was always wondering if a man dies of an overdose of Viagra, do they have to bury him with in an open casket?
I just drill a hole at the top of it.
Yeah, no, they don't even got to use a casket anymore. He's got a handle. You can just carry him out there. What the hell?
Oh, jeez.
It's an open casket, and you don't need to buy a grave marker because there's one sticking out of the ground anyway. So
poor grandma was always taking it hard.
So Mr. Lee says it's on YouTube. You can play it, but I don't know how to pull it up.
Yeah, if you pull it up, it'll bring up his StreamYard. You can't just share audio, so you gotta open that in another tab and then present and share screen.
Which it makes it a lot easier if you're on a PC with dual screens, because then I can open up YouTube on the left screen and then share the left screen without losing what I have with StreamYard on the right screen. When you start doing it on one screen, it gets to be a pain. You click the wrong button and all you just close StreamYard, you know?
Yeah.
Sounds like being married. Jesus.
Been there, done that.
Click the wrong button. Yep, you're out. God damn it.
Raptor, you're very welcome.
Yeah,
You guys
you're
have been
welcome,
cracking me
Raptor.
up tonight. Thank you.
Gee, they hit it with the baseball bat. What? Yikes. Hey, Patrick Vaughn, what's going on?
Get it to fit in the coffin.
Just get this.
So, Mr. Lee, did you post? I told you to post your link to your channel so people can check it out. I'd love to play it, dude, but I can't. I don't know how to pull it up like that.
What is with this channel? The other day it was ball jokes, and now I got Viagra jokes. Blame the Viagra jokes on the chat over there, Mister. What's his name with the rhino pills? Brian? Was that who it was?
That was chat. Yeah.
Robert Van Duven, what's up?
We just played off of it. Bummer, Robert.
Did y'all hear about the man that walked into the library and asked the librarian about, did she have the new book about the men with small penises? And the librarian looks at her computer and she says, I don't know if it's in yet. He said, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
There we go. Mr. Lee's link is out there. It's in chat. I encourage you to go check it out. Like I said
I thought
earlier.
you were going to bed there, Mrs. Dill. Your face was melting.
Right.
She's lurking.
She's like, one more last job. Fine. Post it, knucklehead. Yeah.
What are we at? Damn.
Sorry, coming in late.
Holy shit.
12 pearl.
Robert, it's better late than never.
It's
But you
called
missed some
What's the
funny shit.
Fascination? Yeah, it was pretty entertaining there. Good Lord. Sharing too much damn shit with you people.
Well, it shows like this that make you appreciate that Mugs does what he does with this channel without it being monetized, because otherwise it'd probably be banned right now.
Oh, but I am monetized.
Yeah.
I've been monetized for a long time.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make shit, but I'm monetized.
Well, you got to go in there and turn your super chats and stuff on. That's where you're going to make your money at.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to.
I don't either. That's why you don't see mine on either.
No, I these guys give enough. I'm not going to ask for any more.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't turn mine on either.
The fact that 56 people sat here for 2 hours should be enough sacrifice, right?
Right?
You want me to tax them too?
Yeah, what more?
Guys will be guys. Yeah. I don't know. Women are worse. Y'all do some weird stuff. Women have a freaking chemical that burns the hair off of their body, and no freaking gloves or an applicator to put the stuff on. How the hell does that make sense? They're sitting there with nair in their fingers and just, no. Last Valentine's Day, I tried to make a freaking heart out of that stuff, and it's awful. I don't know how the heck they do it. Just put it on and then just let the water rinse it away. Hell no, it doesn't work.
You tried to heart pube it for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, ended up looking like a goddamn fucked up kidney bean and ended up shaving it all off. That shit is freaking ridiculous.
But that's another show.
Just like every guy, you sit there and be like, oh, I'm a guy. My hair's thicker than a girl's. I got to let it sit on there a little bit longer. No, the fuck you don't. It's the same hair. I got in the shower to rinse it off, and my balls and everything went down the drain with it. It felt like I had a midget chasing me around with the tiki torch for about a week and a half. Just my balls were on fire. And then I'd completely forgotten about like shaving it all off because it looked ridiculous. And I freaking whipped the shower curtain open one day and got out, and the girlfriend standing right there. What the fuck did you do? And I looked down. Oh shit! Felt like a big guy with a little dick. I'm like, this isn't right.
Oh jeez. Robert, I'm sorry if we're making you uncomfortable. Don't make me feel old. I don't mind being the fishing or cooking talk. Going back to junior high humor makes me feel old.
You know what the pharmaceutical term for Viagra is?
Yeah.
My cock's a flopping.
Yeah.
The generic brand is called My Dick's a Drooping.
Yeah. And if she's a lesbian, it's called tricoxagen. Never walk into a group of lesbians and ask them how you can get them back on solids. They don't like it.
All right.
I don't need your jokes there, funny man. I'm a female carpenter. Like I can tell. Ain't a stud in the place, and the whole thing's tongue and groove. Went up lickety split.
You're the one started it the other night, Russ. You're the one started it the other night by squeezing the ball.
Yep.
He was just telling a story.
Innocent story. Y'all ran with it.
No. You even said yourself that you ran with it.
They ran with the ball.
I light the dynamite, but just watch you guys run around. See?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, in the back of my head, I
Didn't
was
know
thinking,
you're watching, Mike.
I was thinking in the back of my mind when during the squeeze the ball moment last time that this channel may never be the same again.
Hey, we got over the clunt thing, so you know.
What thing?
Right. We got past the
I thought that was going to be my demise.
That was my last, not this last Valentine's, but a year ago Valentine's Day. That was our Valentine's special, the Clunt.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have a place that makes jerky here, and it's actually called Kuntz, Kuntz. Everybody from out of state that comes through and sees this big place that makes deer jerky and turkey jerky, like,
yeah,
Kuntz jerky. What the? It's Kuntz.
But you gotta wonder that if the guy who owns the shop,
that's their last
the
name.
day they hung the sign, if they didn't stand out on the street looking at it going,
it's
I wonder.
It's like a family-owned business.
Anybody will ever.
Oh God, yeah. That's how the place got like famous. That's why it's known across so far. Everybody knows about Kuntz, butcher shop there. Besides the city's known for the bricks they make, Hebron brick, but the other place thing is known for is the butcher shop.
Oh, it's a little weird name for a meat market.
Yeah. I don't know, but if I ever did find one that tastes like that jerky they make, I'm gonna love that one. I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna marry her.
Yeah. Probably won't have to put an air on my balls to try to get to impress that woman. Just leave them fuzzy.
Oh, you're killing me.
Oh God.
It's always great when they get that little pubic hair stuck in the back of their throat and they're sounding like Donald Duck down there trying to clear that some bitch. There is nothing sexier than a woman choosing your dick over here, just down there choking like a mother. It's like, you get it, girl.
I think we just jumped the shark.
You just take that girlfriend over freaking to Jeff's house and take her duck hunting with you. We're coming in, honey. Keep joking.
Raptor said, please stop. You're making my sides hurt from laughing.
Look at Pammy's comment.
Where the heck is Tammy? Mrs. Deal Mogs. Don't get mad at me, but what the fuck?
No, she put up my PayPal account.
Oh.
I haven't put up my PayPal account in forever.
Do they have Hooters too? Ducks? What, do ducks have Hooters? They got breasts. They got Hooters. They got honkers. If you want to know what their honkers sound like, just grab your husband and choke on something real quick. And sounds about like that.
Do the little feeding shuttle.
Yeah.
Coons and Hooters must be a new franchise.
Should be. Not that kind of Kuntz. Kuntz.
Yeah.
I'd eat the shit out of some Kuntz and Hooters.
You guys got an all-you-can-eat special down here at Kuntz and Hooters?
Oh my
A little
god!
buffet action.
Two-piece chicken meal.
I want the breast and thigh meal.
Oh my God.
All you're left with a greasy box to throw everything in when you're done.
My eyes are watering. Holy shit.
You're almost going to be guaranteed to lick your fingers when you're done eating that Kuntz and Hooters. Even like 3 days later, you're just going to be thinking about it. Yep. God damn, I'm going back there.
Finger
We
licking
ain't ate
good.
there in 3 days. I still remember her. She was a big girl. Tasted like gravy.
Boy, how I always gave her a piece of bread.
I would just give. No wonder why you didn't take her.
Mr. Lee, thanks for posting everybody's
Okay, everybody, just
Thank
breathe.
Yeah, just breathe. Yeah, just breathe.
deep breaths.
She's saying just breathe. She must have known that girl. God damn. You don't meet many girls where it tastes like gravy. She pulled that comforter back and fucking whipped it over there and said, get after it. I fucked the shit out of that comforter.
Oh, shit.
Them big girls can make you feel young again. You're just laying on top of them. Your hand can't touch the mattress on either side. Trying to burp you. You're cute, but you're not anywhere close. But you're cute. Well, you got too many choices down here, Sally.
Stop. Holy shit.
I wonder what the appetizer menu looks like at Kuntz and Hooters. Really. Can I get you an appetizer? Yeah, I'll have a waitress and a salad both. With no...
I don't eat salad.
What's the soup of the day?
Yeah.
Lamb chowder.
Yep. Tonight on special's a little fucking red snapper with some.
The soup of the day is a bearded clam chowder.
Oh.
Raptor says, please, please, please stop. I can't see the screen. Come on now.
I'm just trying to think in the back of I can just hear it right now. What would be happening if old Buzzard was on the panel here?
Oh my God.
Oh Jesus.
He'd be losing his mind right now.
Holy
What if old Kuntz and Hooters, their motto would be like, plays well with others, or what?
shit.
I haven't seen Buzzard in chat tonight. I hope he's okay.
No, I haven't either.
Oh.
Cryptid 559. What's up, Javier? Good to see you, man.
Stop. I'm running out of ace bandages. What the hell? What are you doing with these 8 bandages?
Miss Dill's going to bed for real this time.
Time for the old man to go to bed. Y'all have a great night.
All right.
right,
Good,
Jay.
everybody.
Man. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good to hear from you, man.
Good night.
Probably about time for Mogs
Y'all
to
are-
try to land this plane anyway, even though it's completely on fire and in
Oh,
flames.
it's
and-
burning.
To the
So
nutsack
sad.
all night. Took my rhino pill. Now I got to go try and deflate my old lady. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to deflate her with that thing if you took some rhino pills, Brandon. That doesn't sound like a deflation. That sounds like an inflation.
Yeah. Better get a running start.
I'd be-
Vessels of Satan. Oh my God.
I mean you, Mike, Jeff, and Jay.
Yeah.
Not you, Mogs. It's just me, Jeff.
Not Stevie.
Well, Jay.
Just-
Jay's
Not
Jeff,
me.
yeah. No,
Not
not
me.
Mogs.
Not me. Not it.
Too funny.
Yeah. Goddamn Jeff and these dirty jokes over here.
Yeah, Jen says the landing gear is no bueno.
Yeah. This is flight.
Yeah.
This is MH flight 370.
I don't know if you're going to be able to
We're
deflate
gonna
her
be
with that.
skipping across the runway tonight. Anyway, yeah, guys, thank you so much for everybody coming on tonight. This was just
Did you know
Mike.
pigeons?
Thanks, dude.
Did you
Jeff,
know that, Jeff?
Stevie.
I'm pretty sure all I did was sit here and laugh.
Oh my God.
Did you know pigeons
everybody
die after
else did.
mating, Jeff?
No.
Oh, the one I was fucking did. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. So we'll see you guys on.
Mike, I gotta say I missed you. It's been a while.
Yeah,
It
man.
was cool to see you. It's been fun.
Oh yeah, it was
Good
entertaining.
seeing you, man.
Glad I could come up and at least make somebody laugh.
Oh hell yeah! Don't
Up
be a
there in
stranger.
North Dakota, it's
Please.
going to be spring turkey season pretty soon. So if
Yeah.
you shoot one and mount it, be careful because they got sharp claws.
I already told you about the pigeon. I ain't gonna try to mount a turkey.
They'll claw the shit out of you. All right, we'll see you guys later.
Sorry. Oh shit! I didn't mean to cut Mike off, but
Oh my God.
Stevie, it was good to see you.
Good to see you. This was fun. Good laugh. I needed
Thanks
it.
for coming on.
I'll talk to you in a bit. Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night, Stevie. I'll talk to you in a bit.
All right. Bye.
Wow, guys. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Got a little raunchy in spots, but it's still funny. Oh boy. Raptor says, "Oh, what the fuck, Mike and Mogs and Stevie B. I don't want to party with you because I probably pee myself from laughing." That's why they make the pens. Anyway, it was awesome. I hope you guys had a great time. I did. I had a blast. So thank you guys for all coming on. I will see you guys next Tuesday. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like button. If you're new, share it out. Subscribe, hit that notification button so you get notified when we go live. And I will see you, what did I say, Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of this week. Well, we got one day left. Thank you, Pammy. Pammy's a great show. All right, guys. Take care of one another. Take care of yourselves, more importantly. And peace and God bless.